Hello, Factorio people. Fenton here. Factorio OVEREXPLAINED. A lot has happened between episodes. I doubled up the plates and started bringing stuff in by train. This one here isn't hooked up. I've just left a gap in the rails, but it is there ready once this starts getting low. And copper is the same situation, except I haven't put the train station on this bit yet. I also moved this coal mining, and there's a whole bunch of power down here, coal power down here now. Oh, I've got some blinky down there. This doesn't do anything because I want this stockpile of coal to, where is it, go away. Which it is mostly working, at night, when obviously the solar panels stop, these kick in. A little tip for you, quick little tip, is I went over here and I built this, and I hooked this up to the water, but to stop it from working I've put a deconstruction instruction on these pumps, which will stop them from working, even though they could be working. They're marked for deconstruction, so they actually don't do anything. All of these say no input fluid, and then when I'm ready for them to start working again, I can just undo the deconstruction instruction from anywhere on the map. Although I will have to go down there to put these extra turbines in, but the mall is currently making turbines, because we'll need turbines for nuclear power as well. If we ever need nuclear power at this rate. I'm going so slowly and I'm building so many solar panels that I might just be able to do solar for the whole thing. Anyway, so we're getting 8 red belts of copper and iron, so we should probably do more green circuits with that. But let's see exactly what we need, because today we're going to hopefully bust out very, very quickly everything we need for yellow science. We've got the processing units already, in some volume at least. We're going to do, hopefully very quickly, low density structures, because they're quite a simple build really, and then hopefully flying robot frames as well. Where does this water go? It goes to sulfuric acid. I probably should move this now. This would be quite a nice space for low density structures. But where is the water going to come from? Unless I finally install the water fill mod. Finally. I kind of don't want to. It kind of feels a bit cheaty for this over-explained thing to be like, oh, here's how you can manage everything in the game. Except for water. Don't manage water, just install a mod that manages water for you. No, it doesn't seem quite right. But also, all of these pipes on the map are ugly and I hate it. This is okay. This is acceptable. Right. Anyway, low density structures are another of this kind of build where you input from the middle and you output onto the edges, because you need a fair amount of copper. But they do build quite slowly, 20-second craft time, so we don't have to worry too much about inserter speed here. Magic. Easy. Easy as that. Actually, I'll do it like this. We need, I believe it is 14... I tried to put that in the power grid just so it wouldn't be flashing. 14 of these for the 90 science per minute with a blue assembly machine, which is going to be 90 low density structures per minute, and one module, one node of this is 9. What did I just say? 90. Okay, so we're going to need a fair bit of this. Because we're also going to want the low density structures to go to other things. So a lot of the steel is going to go in here. But it's only one belt of copper, so I could build 2 of these. And in fact, I think I will. And if I'm going to build 2, then I could set it up a bit like the red circuits are, where the output is shared onto this like this, which sort of balances it somewhat. And then, yeah, this water's just going to have to go, isn't it? I'm afraid. I'm afraid so. I heard this is a criticism of Dyson Sphere, that it was just like, oh, you end up just plopping the same builds down over and over again and just changing the recipes. And I was like, what you talking about? Isn't that Factorio as well? Especially once you get to modules, and all the module builds look exactly the same. Alright, so long water. You had a good run. Get rid of this as well now. I do think I thought slightly ahead on this and asked this water to go into a tank for a little while, so I can get away with this for a bit. There is 100,000 units of water here, which will supply 4 non-stop minutes of production of sulfuric acid, which I don't think is going to be necessary. Was this a whole belt of green circuits? It was more than a whole belt of green circuits. Wow, I really fudged that up, didn't I? So this last one doesn't actually work. Okay, that's fine. We'll deal with that later. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get rid of all of this, get rid of all of this, trim up the ends. Alright, so that is 2 belts of copper, which is fine. So I've got my copper down here now, as well. Let me do... I don't think I use any of this yet. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, just about caught that. I could tidy this up, like especially this one. This iron and copper comes all the way from up the top, just to make batteries, so I can tidy that up at some point. It doesn't, yeah, not hugely important right now. And then give me this over here, this over here, and I can use that as a guide to tidy up this input. Oh, whoops, close. How far are you going? Over there, this is fine. Alright, so then 1 lane of copper here, the other lane of copper here, just that one, go away. Right, please be less than 1 lane of plastic and steel, and then I can do some weird... Yeah, hardly any steel and half a belt of plastic. I say hardly any steel, but it is still, you know, we don't make that much steel. Steel is very slow anyway. So if I mix a belt of... plastic and steel... Oh no, oh no, the whole thing was half a belt of plastic, that's right. Yeah, so half a belt of plastic, as long as... Yeah. So if I mix a belt of plastic and steel and then split it, like... here... I should have swapped this around. Should have done that the other way around. So that this can go there and then the copper can come in there. Easily sorted. I'm thinking about buying a new computer. Just let's have a quick chit chat while I'm sorting this out. I'm thinking about buying a new computer, but I'm in that sort of weird place where it's like £1,000 is not an insignificant amount of money, of course, to anybody. But it feels especially egregious right now. It would come out of my house saving deposit fund. How can I do this? I think I'm just going to have to make a gap for the batteries. Let's bring the steel down first. I never really know with this, when the lane on the bus is at the top but you want to bring it down, whether it's better to go like this or if it's better to chop a space all the way down the bus, and you end up using 6 undergrounds instead, but it looks a bit neater. So if this goes there, and then it's because I want to play Halo, and Halo runs okay on my computer, but I definitely don't have enough video RAM. It's telling me I don't have enough video RAM. And I just have to ignore that pop up when it happens, and the game runs anyway. That is not going to work. And the game runs okay anyway, but I'd like it to run a bit better. And I've had this computer for 3 years now. Over 3 years, in fact. August 2018, sorry. That's how numbers work. I guess low density structures are going to go here, underneath the purple circuits. Thusly. And here they are. So, I mean, how often do you replace your desktop computers? Folks, that's what I want to know. Would you have replaced it long before this? Is 3 years too much? No, not cut. Copy. Obviously, it runs Factorio fine. Dyson Sphere was a bit iffy. It was mostly fine, but I did drop down to about 20 frames a second once I started properly expanding. Just taking a sip of tea there. Sip of tea. Okay, so this is half a belt of plastic coming in. The problem is we don't make enough now. We don't make enough plastic. Oh, no, the problem is there's a fluid ingredient shortage. Because petroleum. What? No, I don't believe you. There's loads of petroleum here. What are you doing? What are you doing, huh? Petroleum, full pipe, full pipes, full pipes, full pipes. Output full. I mean that's fine. Full pipes, full. Oh no! Oh my days. Okay, easy fix. It's an easy fix at least. There was a missing underground. If you didn't catch that, here it is. The robot's going to be bringing it in for me now. Hooray! Okay. just over one belt of plastic, just over half a belt of coal, 19,000 petroleum per minute. That might be a problem. Yeah, that might be an issue. Plastic is always the first thing I look at doing prod modules for that reason, because I hate expanding petroleum in this section of the game. Like, where am I even going to put it? I'd have to double this up. I'd have to do another grid section of petroleum somewhere, is really the only good way to do it. Rather than tearing it all down and trying to build it again. Double this up, you know, an extra couple of lanes of this, and then you've got to rejig all the pipes, and oh, it's hellish. It's hellish. I could prod module all of the low density structures, of course, I suppose, as well, is viable. Okay, moving on. Flying robot frames. We've talked about this before, and I elected to not put engine units on the bus. I'm killing this, by the way, as soon as I completely got rid of the oil in up here, so this factory does nothing now. This coal supply is completely dead, so I can't even smelt anymore. So it's gone. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to expand the grid sections out this way, put down as many roboports as I can, and then just demolish everything once it's in range of a roboport. And that will take a little while. But I'm going to do this bit first so that I can also get more flying robot frames to make more construction robots. Right, anyway. I neglected to mention that bit. Engine units into... electric engine units into flying robot frames. It's 1 to 1 to 2. It's even more than that. This is 1 to 1. Net rate here is exactly 0, whereas this is slower. Oh, net rate of half a machine. Sorry, I was looking at this one. Net rate of half a machine, so it is 1 to 1 to 2. So you could either do this, and then output here. Then obviously you lose a lot of space doing this, unless you did some ridiculous stuff like this. You'd lose a lot of space. But equally, am I about to bust electric engine units? I don't think I am. I definitely want Power Armor Mark II at some point, but you need to build one of those once you've built it. The same with the rocket silo. Exoskeletons, definitely going to want a supply of those, because they need to go in my armor and into any Spidertrons that we build. But I could easily do that just by having a stockpile of electric engine units here. I could just output the excess into a yellow chest and do it like that. So I think I'm going to do it. Like this. Okay. And then I'm just going to output this onto a bell, which feeds into flying robot frames a bit further down the line, like that. The big question, of course, is one flying robot frame. So it needs a third of what we said it needed for low density structures, so that would be just 30. Is that correct? 30! Look at that mental maths. He's a genius. I suppose I could just do 1 to 1 to 1 and have this not work all of the time. The problem with that is that... actually, no, it's not a problem at all. I was going to say you need the space for lubricant, but obviously this build works just as well. Yeah, let's do that. So how many of these to make 30 a minute? 14 as well, with 1.5 excess. But I do want some excess, so let's say 18. These are thankfully very... actually, let's just do the whole thing, just to be sure. 18. So we'd need some... yeah, this isn't going to be too much of a strain on any of our resources. We'll just build it. We'll just build it, and if there's a problem, then it'll be fine. We'll sort it. Right, okay. 18 of these bad boys. This needs pipes, steel. So we'll have steel coming in on the outside. And then we'll have to just build pipes and gear wheels on the inside. But we'll sort that. We'll see how many machines we need once we've built the whole thing. And then we'll need engine units, which we're getting electronic circuits and lubricant. So we need a space here. Yeah, we need this so that the engine units can go straight from the machines to this, but then electronic circuits can come in this way. Lubricant can come in here, just go all the way down. And this needs the electric engine units, the electronic circuits. I wonder if I could double up the electronic circuits somehow. And the steel. And then bring batteries in on its own. Yeah. That's interesting, isn't it? Wonder if I could do that in some meaningful way. Also, this doesn't work. Oh, yes, it does. I'd have to bring this in like this, and then do the same up here with this. And then output onto a separate line here. So then this would be batteries, this could be steel, and if this was steel and electronic circuits, then the electronic circuits from here could also come in on this side, which means the lubricant could come in from this side, like that. Which means this could all be moved over one, because in fact it could be moved over two, couldn't it? It could do that. No, because I wouldn't get the lubricant in with pipes otherwise. Alright, yeah, no, move over one. This can go there like that. No, again, wrong. This could go there like that, so that the pipe could come in like this. Although if I build it in twos, maybe I could squeeze it in. Because if I then glip this like this, fast transport belt is in the way. I glip. Whoa, no. Oh god, buttons. Start again. Rotated it and then flipped it and then done God knows what else to it. The question is this more than half a belt of green circuits altogether? For 14, I don't think it is. No, way below that. Alright, that's good. That works then. It's just the steel. I'm going to have to double up on the steel, unless I feed the steel all the way around, which I don't think I'm going to do. This would be batteries then. I mean, unless I also do this. Oh no, I can't do that because this needs to reach over. Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright, batteries can come in from this side. Alright, let's tidy this up a bit now, but this is definitely the design. Won't need those. These don't need to be on the edges anymore. Solved that. These can go in the middle. Give me space for power. No, because the power doesn't reach out that far. Do I want to leave a space in between? Does that get me anything, or do I just want to tile it like this? If I tile it like this, there's space here for, because this underground reaches this space here for a substation, and then there's a substation just, I guess, goes. It could go there. It could just go on the outside, and then I save some undergrounds. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. That's it. That's the design. We did it. It's just this roboport is in the way. Somewhat. Somewhat. I'll just move it. Alright, I can't remember how many of these we said now. It was more than 12. 16. What's happened to these bloody wires here? It's ugly. No, it's crossing over again. Why? Stop it. Thank you. Also, if I don't leave a space, then I could in fact just do it with get rid of the undergrounds and use straight pipes, which would say, oops, which would save a lot of resources, because undergrounds are, you know, they're moderately expensive. That also means I could use pumps in between as well, just to make sure it goes all the way down. So like every 4, I'll just put a pump in, just to be 100% sure that the lubricant is getting all the way down. Now this one's crossing over. Why? Life is pain. Alright, while this is going, I need to sort the bus out. Ugh, it's a nightmare, isn't it? It's a mess. It's not really a mess. It's really the only good way to do it. This needs to go. This needs to go. Do I still not make pumps on in the mall? I don't, do I? That's very foolish of me. Yeah, 2 missing construction. I've got 3 on me, okay. If I put them in my trash slots, that'll get dealt with. The logistics robots will come. I think sometimes the logistics robots in that example build for you. Or it's the other way around, construction robots take from your logistics trash slots. Just need a few lights. Cannot reach. Cannot reach. Sometimes there's a mod I like to include in my playthroughs called Quality of Life Research, which includes researches for reach, distance, walking speed, mining speed, and something else. Handcrafting speed, that's it. Which is cool. It doesn't, you know, it's not cheating. I've just realised I have to also leave space for pipes and cogs. 72 of each a minute, which should just be 1 of each, if I can remember. 90 and 90, yeah, okay. Oh, sorry robots, I know I just told you to do this, but in fact you're going to have to just come down slightly. Move it all down slightly. I'm stuck! I've been built on. I don't include the squeak through mod, which a lot of people enjoy using. I personally don't use it. Situations where I would definitely enjoy using it. There's one of them. For the most part, I find it to be not necessary. Now, what's your problem? 2 of these are missing. How could there suddenly be 2 pumps missing? Did they get put over here instead? Oh, Christ. I need to go and find some engine units from somewhere and make some. We'll deal with that in a minute. Right, so we said steel was going to come on the outside here, and also Wait, what did I say? A whole belt of steel here, and then a mixed belt of steel and circuits here. Because this needs circuits and steel. Yes. This just needs steel. So this is a whole belt of steel, which is overkill, but... And then... some iron here, which will output here. Yes, that is correct. Pipes. Yeah, substation just goes there. This is the ugly bit that I never ever get right. So, back to what I was saying. Oh no, now my flipping lubricant pipe is in a stupid place. Whatever. Back to what I was saying is I'm not sure I can ethically buy a new computer because of the cost and the fact that Factorio runs okay, so why would I need a new computer? I recently got Game Pass on my PC. Not shilling for Game Pass here, of course. There are other subscription gaming services available. They're just not as good. No, got Game Pass, and I'm amazed at, considering my PC is 3 years old, how well a lot of the stuff runs. Like when Forza Horizon came out, I gave that a go, and I was surprised at the fact that it just worked. I was expecting it to be like, you're aiming a bit too high here, mate. You can't play a modern racing game on this PC. But no, it was fine. It's really only been Halo, and I don't want to be one of these Halo bros, you know? Goes out of their way to buy a new computer just to play Halo on. But I do have a real soft spot for Halo, mostly for nostalgia and playing it with friends and family and and maybe it's just time for a new computer. And maybe I should do that and make a push. I could get 2 screens and then maybe make my recording process a bit better for everybody. And be able to stream more because my computer could actually handle streaming better. Let me know what you think. Or your just opinions in general. Not even about computers, just anything if you like. Alright, this belt needs to be a mix of steel and green circuits. I need to make sure the lubricant comes in as well, don't forget that one. Ah, good one. I hope, if anything, this episode has been a testament to the sheer power of a bus-based build. You can see just how easy it is to set something new up. Oh, steel and electronic circuits. This is a really awkward place for that because of that roboport. I have seen people try to do bus builds in other factory games, and I saw one in Dyson Sphere and was like, this is horrible, what are you doing? Alright, I think it's going to have to be like this. But that's because in Dyson Sphere, that's not going to work. In Dyson Sphere, robots are so much more powerful. Logistics robots are incredibly incredibly strong. This doesn't reach, does it? No, it doesn't reach by bloody 1. No, by 2. Okay, fine. Do it your way. Okay. Batteries is the last thing. I hope this has been I'm not actually going to get the yellow science done, am I? But I'm going to have everything I need for the yellow science, so we'll set the yellow science up next episode. I hope this has been a nice chill episode. I have no idea how long I've been going for. Everything's worked out as well for me, thankfully. Usually I faff around, something goes horribly, horribly wrong. No, that doesn't need to be this. What this will probably prove is that there are even more things in the base that need to be scaled up, but that's fine. Your other completely valid option, by the way, is to bring petroleum in. Oops. Bring petroleum in on the train and not bring crude oil in. And just process petroleum on site, and then you can just build this bit, and then have 3 stations, one for lubrication, one for light oil, and one for petroleum. But then you just have to like go out to these places and do it. But that is a viable option once you get to the point where, I mean, thankfully plastic is backed up, but that's because we're not actually producing these. And then this is the start of the next section of the bus, which is there, which means I also should, in theory, tidy this up, but I won't for now. I'd like to see this start working, please. 4 engine units sorted. And these aren't moving into here because... oh no, that's fine. Oh, I was going to say, yeah, these are not moving into here, but they're there. They're ready to go. It's just I didn't build these inserters. And I need a roboport just to tidy up this section here. Oh, and that's convenient, because this one shifted over, then this one shifting over actually has made no difference. Look at that. He's a genius. Right, there we go. A nice, simple flying robo frames build. 36 per minute. Is that right? Is that what we said? 6 extra per minute. That doesn't seem like quite enough, does it? Yeah, 6 a minute is fine. It's not loads, but it'll do. For now. I can always bung another unit of this on the bottom, should I need to. I'm absolutely positive that this is going to cause some issues down the line. Or up the line, rather, I suppose, like lubricant. Plastic is also going to be a problem, but it's just going to be a simple case now of building 14 yellow science things here and then bringing these products in on the bus. Look at this tiny piece of water that survived. And then we can research the logistics network, and then I can put my robo mall down, which means I can get rid of this, means I can get rid of this, and that gives us a lot more space to work with. Don't know what's going to go here now. I mean, I could really move this to there once this is out of the way, because there's nothing here that needs anything after this space on the bus. So that is a valid option. Oh, I've pressed what W. Oh, Number of days since having pressed W on the during the telestration. This I hate. Like, the more I look at it, the more I hate it. I wish I could have found a good way to build it in a straight line. And I kind of did build it in a straight line, thinking about it. Like, it was like this. But for some reason I then just rotated it, and I can't remember why I did that at the time. Like, it could easily go there. So I might just move that so that I can put the yellow science there. Because if the yellow science is here, it's a bit awkward because the bus has to then... Oh no, it should just about be fine, right? Should just about be fine. So I might do that off camera as well. It depends. I've got a busy weekend coming up, so this is Saturday's episode being recorded on Friday. I don't know. I should have time on Sunday to record Monday's episode. It's just whether I have time to also then prep all of this stuff. But I should do. Because if yellow science goes here, then purple there, yellow there, we're laughing really. The labs are already there. Building it here, where I intimated just a moment ago, would be a mistake, because it would have to come all the way this way. And the rocket silo can go there. The mall can go... The robo mall can go here, I guess. It's not that big. And that'll be the end of the bus, really. And that'll be the end of the game. Is it going to be the end of the series? Good question, I don't know. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. And so with that, thank you so much for watching. If you had a good time, let me know with a like or a comment. And if you want to see more Factorio, please subscribe. Other than that, thank you so much. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.